Okay, so this is the wrist tape job, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have her spread her hands as wide as she can and put it right below my sternum so that it keeps her more straight from going up and down when I tape it. And I'm gonna start at her wrist so that I'm not just taping her arm, and I'm gonna start at her wrist and I'm gonna tape around. And then I'm gonna go 3 up, and I'm gonna do about 50% of the tape I previously had. Then I'm gonna go up, and then I'm gonna go back down. And that is the tape job. So I'm going to be doing the spica, the thumb spica taping job. So what's going to happen is the athlete is going to be, they can put their hand to my sternum or not, it doesn't really matter. And they're going to keep their hand tight and their thumb pointing in the air. And this tape job is to prevent their thumb from going downward. So I'm going to be taping it backwards in order to help keep it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an 1.5 inch tape roll, and I'm going to break it down so that it's just about 1 inch. And I'm going to get a long piece, and I'm going to break it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the bottom like that in the middle to help protect the athlete so the tape doesn't really cut into them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go around kind of by that inner phalangeal knuckle, and I'm going to go outwards or inwards first, and then I'm going to end outwards and pull that out. So then I'm going to do this 3 times. So again, I'm going to break it, going inwards first and ending outwards, pushing in the bottom, inwards first, ending outwards. One more time. Pulling in the bottom, inward first, ending outward. And then we're just gonna package it up, seal it, go around, and that will be our spica tape job. Okay, so this is the elbow tape job for hyperextension. So we're going to be taping, we need first 2 anchor points, one in between the wrist and the elbow, at the midpoint, and also between the shoulder and the elbow. So I'm going to start with the one at the wrist, and I'm just going to go around twice. And then I'm going to go up here near the bicep. That's tight. Alright, so now I'm going to be making 2 X's. I'm going to go inside to outside and then outside to inside. And I'm going to do that twice. So I'm going to start with a longer strip. So, first of all, I'm going to want her to be 30 degrees to help prevent her from going down. So I'm going to start with her at 30 degrees, and I'm going to go inside to outside. Oh, slipping. And then I'm going to go outside to inside. I'm going to do this twice. So I'm going to go outside to inside now. Alright, so now I'm going to do this again. Alright, so now that I have these 2 X's, I'm going to go around the top and the bottom to cover it and keep that tape on. And if the athlete is having medial or lateral pain, I can adjust where these X's are, either on the inside or outside, depending on the valgus and varus force. Here, I'm just going to go around. And then we can also do this on knees as well for LCLs and things like that. So this is the tape job for the hyperextension of the elbow, and this keeps her from pushing much past that point for hyperextension. Okay, so we're going to be doing the tape job for shin splints. So first what I'm going to have the athlete do is I'm going to put them on a roll right here just to help relax the calf as much as possible and to allow us to pull that muscle in towards the medial part of the tibia. So what we're looking for is like generally the most area that is irritated in the shin splints, which is 3 to 5 inches right in here. So I'm going to be taping. I'm going to start on the outside and pull. It'll start lower, and I'm going to pull inside and pull that muscle up and inside toward the tibia. So first, I'm going to start like here. I'm going to wrap around, and I'm going to pull up and in. Up and in to pull that muscle tight. So I'm going to do this about like 4 times. To where that calf muscle starts to poke out, and then I'm going to go back over it. And I'm going to be trying to cover about 50% of the previous tape all the way up. All right, and now I'm going to go one more time around. Again, pulling up and in towards the tibia to keep that muscle super tight. All right, and there we have our shin splint tape job. Okay, so this is the tape job that is going to be used for when athletes have plantar fasciitis or have a drop arch, and also to help decrease pain or irritation if an athlete has shin splints, and also if they want to try taping before they move on to orthotics, maybe taping can help. So when we tape this from the outside to the inside, and starting at the top, like the ball of the foot, and ending around the top of the heel. So I'm going to start from the outside, pulling up, and then tearing. It's the tear. And using 50%, covering 50% of the previous tape. All right, so now we're about at the top of the heel, so then I'll go again. Just working our way down from the top. All right, and there is our tape job. And also with this tape job, you can also cover it at the end with co-band and things like that, just to help the athlete be able to put their sock on better in their shoe and everything. Okay, so we're going to be doing an ankle tape job. So first what we're going to do is you can get adhesive spray, or you can also use heel and lace pads, and these are going to help protect the athlete, and the adhesive spray will help to keep the tape on. But we're going to start with pre-wrap, and this is going to be used to help protect the athlete and make it easier to take the tape off. And you can use a shark at the end to help get it all off. But when we start pre-wrapping, we're going to start around the middle of the foot and end right below where like the calf will start. So I'm going to start around the middle of the foot, and I'm just going to work around and covering everything, covering all the skin. And then I'm just going to finish, like I said, about where the calf will start. So I'm going to get the tape, and I'm going to do 2 anchors. So the first anchor is going to be at the top. We're going to do 2 anchors here, and then we're going to do 1 at the middle of the foot. So I'm going to start a little bit of a downward angle in order to help prevent wrinkles, and then we'll do 2 here, and then at the bottom. So we're going to go again at the middle of the foot, and break that. So now that we've done these, we're going to do the stirrups, and it's important to start on the inside and go to the outside. So I'm going to start here on the inside, and then I'm going to go to the top. I will rip that and then pull it tight and then press it all down. And then I will do this 3 times. All right, and then we're going to finish with our 3rd stirrup around and then tighten at the top. So now we're going to do the cover down to just like keep all the stirrups in place. So I'm just going to go around just to the bottom of the ankle and to the top of the ankle and finish that off. So now that I've done the cover up, I'm going to go into the C's. So there's going to be 3 of these, and I'm just going to be going around from the outside to the inside 3 times. Perfect. So now that we have the 3 C's, we're going to do the heel lock. So the heel lock, I'm going to be doing 2 on the inside and 2 on the outside. So I'm going to start with the first one on the inside, and I'm going to about cut the ankle in half with the bottom of the tape, come around to make a sort of a teardrop shape. And I'm going to do this on the outside now. Again, cutting the ankle in half. And then I will do it on the inside again. Coming to the top. And then I'm going to go to the outside one last time. All right, so now that I've gone there, I'm just going to do the cover up. So I'm just going to tie up loose ends and look around. And then that will complete our ankle tape job. So here is the ankle.